Yo ho ho. What is up, everybody? Oop, gotta just change get the audio a little off in my ear. Hope you're doing all right. Happy afternoon. Hope things are going well. We're doing things a little bit differently today. Running a space with the show. What's up, Keith? How are you today, brother?
I'm doing absolutely incredible.
Hell yeah.
Just hanging out. Yeah, just hanging out before training and hanging out with your space. I'm excited. I'm excited for this one.
There we go. There we go. Are you guys all in the same room? Should I bring everybody up? How are we doing this?
Ellie's going to another room. Pai's in another room. So
all right, cool.
We're all separate.
Hell yeah. And you guys in the like Postmaster, I'll request you, or you can come on up too as well. Totally cool. There you go, Ellie. There you go. The crew's up here. Team Squid getting ready to possibly reformulate again. Now, Keith, let me ask you a question. You are fighting for the Crypto Fight Night. You are going to be doing the boxing. What night is that? Is that the night after Karate Combat?
Yeah, it's the 19th. So it's the night. I'll be coaching and hanging out with some of the guys with the IFC and Karate Combat the day before. And the next day I'll box. Yeah, Crypto Fight Night.
Hell yeah, dude. That's going to be fun, dude. Like the card for Karate Combat itself is going to be wild. I cannot wait to see that title fight. I think the King is going to claim his throne, if you will. What you guys got up here? Postmaster. Paisan,
yeah,
what's up? Oh, go ahead, Keith.
I'm going to share the space out. I retweeted it. I'm going to comment, do all the things, get the space going. But yeah, man, I appreciate you having this. Hell yeah, back to you.
Absolutely, man. I'm super excited to chat with you guys. I know you're getting ready for a fight. Paisan just had one. We'll find out from Ellie what's going on in her training schedule. I potentially, like right now, I've got to have a conversation with Rahul at Crypto Fight Night. But there's a potential for me to snag one of those fights there in Singapore. It's gonna be.
Do it. I think you should do it.
Dude, yeah, bro, you got to do it.
It's a boxing match, right? It's a boxing match.
Yeah, it's a boxing match. That's the thing. You got to do it, bro.
I know. That's what I said. I said, wait. So here's the deal: is that I still have like my pinched sciatic nerve from the last fight. But so I took some medicine this week. I finally went to a doctor. That's like I'm out of it now, and they won't give me more. They say I need an MRI, but I could probably get through this riding on like a lot of adrenaline and like testosterone and stuff, and I'll get through it and then come back and then do the MRI when I get back. And so I'm gonna see if they can because 190 is a little far off for me right now. If I could get them to agree at like 200, I'm in.
Who's the guy?
I don't know. That's the thing. And like, I was talking with some people who are like, well, don't you want to know who you're fighting first? I'm like, does it really fucking matter? Like, I know the guy's like, he's like 6'1", something like that. He trained when he was younger. He's never had a fight, but he did do like some Brazilian jiu-jitsu and like some karate or something like that when he was younger. But it's a boxing match, and I would be bigger. I would be the bigger person for sure.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. Sounds nice. So you're primarily, if you like to box too. I don't know. It sounds like you're gonna get a bag. Sounds like some good publicity for your brand. Sounds like you're gonna win.
Hey, with Coach Keith, come on, that's what we do. Dude, I'm super excited for you. So who are you fighting at Crypto Fight Night? I know. Here's the deal. I've got my screen pulled up here. I did some notes and stuff. And if you go to if you go to like the Ticketmaster in Singapore, they've got you can buy tickets to the fight into the Ticketmaster on Singapore site, and you guys are right there. You are on that image, looking tough, man. Who are you fighting?
I took those pictures, by the way, so
nice.
I'll take credit for how cool he looked on that. So I'll take credit for that. But go ahead. Anyway, you were saying Keith, go.
Yeah. His name's Muffin, so I don't even know his real name.
Oh, that's right. Because in the video you said you're gonna eat his muffin. No. What did you say? You said it was kind of weird, but it was funny.
I don't know, bro. I was pretty high. Just like smash them up. Okay, yeah. I don't know. Anyway, but I don't know what this guy's name is, but he's a Krav Maga guy. I'm just gonna box the shit out of him. He's fucked.
Yeah, he's toast. You're looking tough. Definitely looking forward to seeing that fight. And hey, maybe I'll be a fight or two before yours. You never know. What order you're fighting in that night?
I don't. I think I'm like not the co-main, but right before.
Okay. Cool.
It was funny because they had me as the main, then I went to the co, and now they keep adding people. Like, oh no, you're right before the co. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. It's getting paid the same. Everything's the same. It's cool, fun.
Yeah, that's.
But I'm really looking forward to getting a knockout in the first round. So I'm kind of want to bring the old KO kid back, get busy out there in the first round, and just take care of business. And then looking forward to getting another fight with Karate Combat or again with CFN, if whatever comes first. I like these like crypto style fights where I can pretty much integrate all my crypto people and get like my little Brett Gold army to come support and just get them integrated and do giveaways for maybe the fight. This one's a little harder because I can't really bring a bunch of people to Singapore. It's an expensive country. I mean, this is going to be like a fight vacation for me. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I've never been to Singapore. It's at that Marina Sands Hotel. Is it Marina Sands Bay? Something like that. It's I guess it's a really prestigious, nice, fancy hotel. And we'll be fighting there. So it's going to be cool. So JChains, jump on. I got a free coach here. I'll motivate the shit out of you.
I know. I was telling.
I'll hold pads for you. It would be so much fun.
Man, I need that. Like I miss you guys. Ellie, I miss taking kicks and shots from you. So I'll talk to Rahul today and we'll see what's going on. If we can, honestly, if we could agree to get like a catch weight like around 200, I'm fine. Well, we can make that happen. No problem. Ellie, what do you got going on? What are you working on these days?
I wish I had something cool to tell you. No.
Are you still rehabbing though, right? You rehabbing?
Yeah, it's been, I think we're on week 7 post-op right now. So, I mean, I'm walking, I have no limp. I'm starting to get back into pad work again. So I think I've done pad work twice now while standing.
Oh, so you're saying that if I came and did some training with you guys, I could totally kick your ass at this point.
This would be your best bet, but I wouldn't get too excited.
I could literally
talking a lot of shit too.
I know, guys. What you don't understand is that, like when we did our week before the fight in Austin, like, man, if I tried to go 100% at Ellie, it would not end well for me at all. Like we know that. She's gangster. So all right, so you got a little bit more rehab though, but what's your like forecast? Are you looking for something probably like early part of next year, or do you know yet?
So it's tough because my graph isn't completely healed, I guess. So it's still in the healing phases of it, and then from I think 3 months onwards, I can start training more, and then 9 months is when I can start looking at actually taking a fight like it's 100%. So we do have a long road ahead of us.
Yeah, you do.
But so far it's been good. I've been meeting great people, getting lots of tips, meeting lots of girls who are the same level, and yeah, I think right now it's just kind of showing face and whatnot. And then I think Keith has plans for me. I just kind of show up where I'm supposed to show up. So Keith would be the person asked about this one.
I know we're going to see you in the UFC one day. I know that unequivocally. I think that's all part of the plan. That's what's been written into the book. So
thank you so much.
I'll be there. Hopefully it'll be in Vegas. I'll be there. It'll be at the Sphere. It'll be amazing. And we'll have a big celebration.
That would be insane. Yeah. That would be absolutely insane.
So are you in Paisan going to Singapore as well, or no?
Yeah, so Pai's gonna be corner and I'm just kind of the posse. Yes. So the 3 of us are going everywhere. So Keith fights, Pai's corner, I'm just hanging around, and then we go straight to Thailand right afterwards.
Wait, there's a fight? Who is fighting?
What?
Keith.
You're fighting in Singapore?
Yeah, Keith Perry.
Have you been on social media?
Where are you? Where have you been?
You know what? Here's the deal. Here's the problem: is that we all know that Doug's a cake eater, and cake eaters, I think, naturally have to take naps because of who they are.
He obviously doesn't even look at my page. I should just unfollow Doug right now.
Yeah, we should all do it.
Yeah,
everyone should.
Ooh.
Follow Doug right now. This is fucking heinous.
Doug's in trouble. Ooh.
I think
I know. That's my whole point of living is to be in trouble. Have you not figured this out yet?
Trouble is his middle name. What's up, Doug? How are you, brother?
I actually even retweeted. I'm retweeting this fucking tweet right now. I read this tweet and I completely this is my whole point. Even Doug Hype makes mistakes, okay? Even though I'm the biggest Keith Berry stan in the world and I think he's the coolest guy that's ever lived, I like fuck up all the time. I fuck everything up. But you know what? It's not going to stop me from like doing everything I possibly can to support Paisan, Ellie, and Keith in fucking Singapore. And I'm extremely fucking excited about this. But everything that's going on there, and you guys also didn't come to my space earlier today, so that's also the reason I forget everything you guys do. But I'm still going to help you, and I might even help you make a pick.
I'm sorry, Doug. I'm not gonna lie. I took a nap today.
That's
I'm not
true.
gonna lie.
That's fine. That's fine. Just put your own personal needs ahead of mine. That's fine.
I'm sorry, dude.
Hey, I think that's a pretty good way to go. Now, Doug, what's your plans for Singapore? I'm trying to gauge because there's a strong potential that I'm going to take a boxing match as well, so I'll be out there. But like, what's everybody's time frame? Is everybody going to say? Are you spending extra time out there, or are you just like in and out for business?
Dude, I'm there all the time. I'll be there for probably 5-6 days. And so, like, for example, at Rare Evo, not only I was a KOL for the conference and for a bunch of the games at the conference, so to shoot all that content. But then I ran over to CGI to go just support Craigie Poo and Gabby, who's my new BFF. I love Gabby Garcia. And like, because I'm like, I don't even have time for that, but I'm going to make it work. And somehow I did. I got all the content and did everything and did all this stuff. And it was fucking amazing. And like, the problem that you should have in your life is having too much amazing things to do to support your friends and just always be with them at all times, because like, I'm inspired as fuck. Like, I'm literally in the gym right now. I'm doing my fucking burpees and my fucking dead squat, like my deadlifts and shit. I'm doing all the things because of all these animals around me.
Yes.
And I need to get back into like full animal mode, JChains.
Yes. Good. Are you going to stop using the excuse that you're too pretty to fight and like outgrow a set of testicles and do
never.
it?
I'm never going to stop using that one.
That's like the ladies' version of them going to beauty school.
Exactly.
Yeah. I want to be a hairdresser and do makeup.
That's right. That's right. I'm going to be doing Ellie's makeup. Here you go. Just get out there, girl. You know, do their thing.
Yeah. Doug's just like, no. I'm working the green room today. What'd you say, Ellie?
I said I wouldn't argue Doug being like the gay bestie doing my makeup and everything. That sounds great.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I'm here to support you guys. This is the thing. Like, my brain already has so much damage to it from like concussions, CTEs, and stuff, and all the things. I already can't even remember that Keith's fighting in Singapore. I literally have almost no ability to remember things. Like, so if I get punched in the face a lot, like. And I have neck and spine issues too, like really bad ones. Like, it's just not a thing I'm going to do. But I will be there shadowboxing the fuck out of whatever. I don't know. I'll even let Paisan punch me in the face. I don't care.
You just said that you can't get punched.
That's not a great idea.
You just said that you can't get punched in the face. And then you just said
not like a million punches. Like maybe one's fine.
Okay. All right.
I volunteer tribute.
Like as hard as I can, or like a little.
Well, you have to have cake involved. It has to be
Doug,
cake into my face.
Doug, that's fine. We can do that.
You know what? I think we can make this more of a probably. Paisan's got a punch. He packs a lot of power. So instead of being, I'm not saying that Ellie doesn't pack the same power, but I think this would be better for the content anyway if Ellie punched you as hard as she could. And then
she already does all the time. JChains, where you been?
I just want everybody.
You think that's 100%?
I'm telling you.
Let's just pretend it's 100%.
No. Okay. Make him cry. Go ahead, Keith.
We're building a pit in the backyard. Can we go over that?
Oh, what?
Paisan and we're getting wood.
You didn't even know that, JChains. I know that.
No, I did. I did. I wanted to act surprised. I saw the chat.
Oh, you're taking my move now to pretend you don't know that. Okay.
We have a private chat between Paisan, Keith, Ellie, and I. This was advanced.
Yeah, and
knowledge.
I'm mad about that I'm not in it.
Why? Exclusive. Why are you mad about that? You weren't in the house. We lived together for like a week and trained together. You weren't there.
Okay, just forget all the histories and thing. That's fine. That's fine.
I love it.
Never forget. I never forget.
Oh crap! That's just too funny. I see Postmaster, you're up here too. Now you're training for your fight at Permissionless, Salt Lake City, coming in October.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How's that coming along, man? How you feeling?
It's going great, man. Spent 3 hours at House of Champions last night with one of Canada's top coaches, some big dudes. Feeling a little sore today, but I just got back from a big run up a mountain, so I'm feeling pretty drained right now, but get a few steaks in me, maybe a little bit of pizza later. I'll be all good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm training hard, man. I'm really motivated, really motivated to get up, work hard. I know I got a tough hill to climb with Michael Hecker. My opponent got significantly harder. So yeah, I'm just training hard, but man, am I looking good, feeling good. Everybody at the gym gives me compliments and makes me feel great about myself. So yeah, I'm loving it. Oh, and both my coaches, one of my longtime coaches, Zach George and Krulin, are able to make the trip out with me. So that's great news for me. I'll be a lot of confidence in my corner with those two guys in my corner. So we'll also have probably NFT Kid out there because he'll be cornering Tony. So I'll have 3 fucking amazing guys in my corner, and of course Paisan and all my friends that I've made, JChains, Doug Hype, everybody will probably be in my corner. It's gonna feel great, man. I'm ready for it.
I think this
is just... a little alpha to share.
Yeah.
Is tonight we're minting those NFTs, and we should have a date drop for you probably tomorrow or the next day after we talk to Centec. So I know I got a few of the guys that are issuing cards up here, and any fighter, if you fight in karate combat, you can go to stickbug.org, apply for your own NFT. They're absolutely beautiful. They're like a 3D with the MP4 video background with your highlight of your fight. And yeah, it's a hashional. So lots of cool things we can do with that. We might gamify it eventually and all sorts of cool stuff. So those are coming out soon, man.
Oh,
yeah.
Just real quick, we got to schedule like a Hedera space and get all the Hedera guys together and talk about it and just do a space only on that, because all these different spaces, but we got to do a space on what you're doing only, you know what I mean? So I think we should
as soon as we have that launch date, NFT Kid, I'm going to have maybe you and Loudmouth and Doug Hype host a NFT kind of space for us. That'd be great, because you guys are the KOLs, the absolute fucking kings of crypto, and you guys are all getting cards. So yeah, it should be awesome. Also, we have Mei Chan. She's going to be doing spaces for Hashpack. So if anybody doesn't really know their way around Hedera, Mei Chan was one of the IFC fighters. She's the CEO of Hashpack, which is one of the best wallets in Web3. Mm-hmm. Although it's not cross-chain like Phantom Wallet. Phantom Wallet's great. I compare Hashpack to Phantom Wallet. Same kind of look and feel. Speed is great. Really good, solid wallet. So yeah, everyone should get used to that wallet so that you can pick up your sports memorabilia cards this month.
How is activity on the Hedera network right now? Are people people happy?
There's a lot of building going on. There was a little bit of FUD over the summer over kind of the token distribution at the top, but the retail is just absolutely booming. The tooling, the presence of people out at the events also was amazing. They have kind of the biggest booth at Consensus and some of the biggest sponsors at the other events that I've been out to. So yeah, they've got a really good ecosystem. It's kind of undervalued because they don't really market a lot. It's kind of an all under the hood kind of thing. It's the sleeper, fast, secure, cheap, super cheap. It's less than a tenth of a penny, and it's always denominated in US dollars. So the network is definitely being looked at by institutions, but they really keep quiet about it and accumulate those tokens quietly. But yeah, the retail sector is booming. It's the best place to build for me as like somebody who doesn't have a ton of experience. My experience of building this NFT project, although very complicated on the back end, all the other developers from other projects just really chipped in to help our team put these things together. And yeah, so I find it's just a great place to build no matter what. People are trying to help you, and they're very intellectual people over there. They're not degens and just like oh, Dogecoin, it's like people having very deep intellectual conversations over there. And it's just a little bit different. So that's why I kind of chose that network to almost bank with, is because it's very mature and a lot of the institutions build and trust it. So, yeah.
It's funny that you say that. And there was an observation that I had read something, and it was almost like when I read the article, it made me think bad about algo. And I know that we had talked about this in a different show, and it was, to the effect of there's not a meme coin, and there was at one point, but right now, currently, there's not a meme coin on the algo ecosystem that has over $1 million market cap. And when I first thought about this, and we were talking about it, and I'm like, obviously, it's very easy to start slamming the ecosystem, like, oh, that's pathetic, like you don't even have $1 million market cap. But then you really start to think a lot of it is actually bullshit when it boils down, like a lot of wash trading or projects selling NFTs or coins to them, or sending coins themselves, whatever they're doing, a lot of wash trading bullshit. And so you think all right, well, that's actually organic. And so when you start to think about some of these smaller blockchains, and they are growing and they are maturing, and maybe they don't have quite the exact hype, but they're still moving along. And we do I make the jokes about Cardano. That's just because it's fun and people get riled up. And I think I'll leave the Pulse and the Hex people alone, because I gave them shit for a while, and those people started to get they take that personally. And so I will cool down some of the jokes. But the whole point of you see some of these blockchains Hedera, really start to grow and develop. Now we think you've got Karate Combat. That's our first professional sports league, blockchain driven. That's pretty fucking cool. So,
yeah, man, and the different angles that token is taking, it's not just kind of like a collector's token or anything like that. They're really governing the league right now. You can vote for elbows, guys. I don't know if you've opened your app up yet, but it's so close. It's 49 to 51%. It's within a 1%. So your vote does matter on this one. If you guys want to see elbows, of course, I got this tattoo of the target on my elbow from a great elbow knockout I've had in the past. So I don't mind the elbows. However, I do think they should have saved this one till we had 1 million up-only gaming players or a little bit more. It's such a we're at 50-50 here, right? So yeah. I would have loved to have seen a little bit more of a spread, especially to get the fighters of this year, the more active fighters that fought this year. They have a token lockup, so I'm not sure if they can vote with those, but I'd like to see the fighters really vote on these kind of things, because it's kind of them in there. It's not really the fans. And
100%. And let's talk about this, guys. Anybody that's up here, and if you're in the crowd and you've got an opinion on whether it's Karate Combat, striking with elbows, combat sports in general, whatever, you guys are more than welcome to come up here and hang out. But let's talk about that. One of the things that I did really like about when they set this whole thing out with the rule set and differentiating between Karate Combat and IFC, saying hey, listen, if we're going to go through with this, yeah, we'll let the actual pros do the elbows, but the IFC guys, we're not. That's not it. That's not the thing right now. And I think that that's smart. For most of the IFC guys are not true professional fighters, and so you could definitely get hurt with someone who knows how to throw an elbow versus someone who doesn't. That's my opinion, and so I'm all for it in the striking leagues, and I think that it was wise to keep it out of IFC. But what do you guys think?
No, I 100% agree with you. I think that's exactly how I feel.
No, but you're a different.
Yeah,
but it's different for you though, right? Keith?
Yeah, well, I mean, when I did fight Adam, he was supposed to be a fighter too, right? So I think our fights are kind of should have been a little different. But now going forward, I mean, I'm not going to fight an IFC again, but I definitely want to fight with Karate Combat, the actual league. So for sure for the actual league, but I was just saying for the IFC, it's probably not a good idea to throw elbows in there when they're just they're amateurs.
100%. I'm with you 100%. Paisan, what were you saying?
No, I agree. I mean, I just fought. I'd rather keep the elbows out of it. Those are ruthless,
dude.
For us at least.
Yeah, talk to me. Talk to me about your fight, dude. It's because you guys have heard me say the walkout, and yours obviously was a little bit different. It was a different league. It was in Yuma, Arizona, right? Yuma Fight League.
Yeah, I was in Yuma.
So it wasn't true karate combat with all the glitz and the glam and all the crazy live streams and stuff. But at the end of the day, like you got yourself in the cage and you went there, man, and you did it. And so talk to me about like your feeling, your first time moments like walking in. It was fun. The stream was choppy. It was kind of sucky, but it was cool to watch you. And then Keith kind of back there behind you. And, as you walk in and did your thing, and then it kind of got really choppy there for me. But, talk to me about your experience, with the walk-in specifically first.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, we were back there and I wanted to, the first thing that I had to do was get a really good warm up in because I'm kind of like a late starter. So I need to get really warm. So we got myself really warm in the back. And then it was kind of just like we were waiting back there. And then all of a sudden I heard my name and like music. And then somebody from the back grabbed me. They're like, "You're up."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Shit, okay.
So I'm like, all right. So then I'm starting to walk out. But like, dude, to be honest with you, and I mean this, and I've said this so many times, I wasn't nervous. I wasn't nervous at all. I just felt really calm and ready. I felt prepared. I practiced that moment so many times. I'm not even kidding.
Right.
Like ACA with Keith and all the coaches, I practiced that moment over and over again, just so that I would feel comfortable. And I really did. And I felt comfortable in that fight up until the barrage started to happen. But I did my best. I tried to return fire. I nailed him a few times, but better man won that day. But I think, you give me a few more months time against somebody like that. I think I can beat that guy.
And it's like the same thing that I learned, right? It's like that fight IQ. Like there's no amount, and it's not like either of us had a shitload of time to train. Like you had maybe a few more weeks than I did, right? But not by really a far amount. And so when you where the hell was I going with that? Ellie. I looked down and saw a hand, and I just totally derailed my thought. Anyway.
Well, yeah, I did. I mean, I really only did a 9-week camp, and that was from literally not doing anything, like sitting on a couch, like gaming all day, sitting in a chair, to like just getting up and going into fight camp. So now, like after this fight camp, getting ready for another one, like I'm just really focused on like continuing to condition my body.
Yeah.
To adjust.
And now, like you know what to expect. Like that's where I was going. Is that no matter how much training you do and how many sparring sessions you do, and when somebody tags you, again in a sparring session, they're never hitting you as hard as they can. Whereas, like in a fight, you don't know what that's like until you're actually in one. So like now, it's like check it off. Like okay, I got this. Like this is not that it was. Again, I wasn't nervous going out for my fight either. Very, very calm, felt very peaceful, very like, I did everything that I could to get ready. Let's just make this happen. So I'm glad that you feel that you felt that same way, because that was for a first fight. It was great to see you get out there. It's great to see you, get that experience, and definitely looking forward to seeing where you're going in the next ones, man, for sure.
Yeah. And that's the thing, bro. Like I'm ready to go again. Like people think I'm crazy. Like I was calling out that kid the other day, like, "Hey, Jen," and they're like, "I had so many people say you literally just fought. Like, relax." I'm like, "But I really enjoyed myself. Like, I had a great time. I enjoyed the camp. I mean, it was tough, but I enjoyed the camp. I enjoyed the process and getting ready to make the walk. It was all great. And when you lose, for me, it just makes me want to go back because I want to win. And 100%. Now the next fight, I'm gonna win. But that's that's just how I feel.
You're an animal.
Absolutely.
Dude, I love you, Doug.
Absolutely.
I heard JChains. Can I say something right now? Can I put my hand up right now?
Please don't put your hand up. But you know what?
I'm putting my hand up right now because
then you have to get in line.
Pizza, and I'm raising my hand.
Then you have to get in line. Then you have to get in line because Justin May had their hand up first. So Doug, we'll get to you in just a second here. Justin May, how are you?
Justin May.
Yo, I'm good. I have a question about like Most Wanted and when he's gonna fight again.
Who?
Most Wanted. He fought Ben Davis.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah,
I think there's an announcement coming up about that soon. I don't really want to give it away, but there's some talks about him getting in there.
Thank you.
All right, love that.
If you go to IFC's post, their most recent post, look who's tagged in it. Most Wanted's one of them tagged in it. Look who's tagged in it, and you might be able to guess who they might be putting them up against.
All right,
that's the clue.
I like that.
Yeah, thank you.
Like I know we had a.
Hey, sorry, I keep rugging. Sorry, I keep running. The most wanted. Yeah, there's going to be an announcement probably tomorrow on that fight, who he's fighting.
Cool. I'm looking forward to that. Thank you.
Now it's my turn.
Well, you got to raise your hand, and then I have to call on you. I see we got a hand from Doug. Hey, go ahead, Doug.
Yeah, this is Doug Hype, longtime listener, first time caller.
Love your show.
I love listening to your show. You have great guests on. I just want to say that I'm a big fan of Kale, the MMA fighter, and his podcast. He's the bad guy, because I'm a good guy, but I gotta like bad guys too. I never do anything mean or sassy ever, but I gotta like listen to them. And you talked about like fighters are fighters. You know what I mean? Like he would go around and people would just like challenge him to fights in random towns, and he would just go fight them. And everyone's like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah, dude." He's like, "I don't care about your style, technique, whatever it is." He's just like, "Yeah, I'm a fighter. That's what I do." And I feel like that's what I feel like in Paisan's deep in his soul. You're just enjoying and you're having a great time, and you just want to do it. And anything anybody's doing in life, whether it's fighting's obviously we're talking about here. But whatever it is you're pursuing in life, maybe it's content creation, whatever it is, just fucking do it. If you're just showing up every day and doing it and loving it, you're going to have success. Like you just are. People are going to rally around you. They're going to think you're awesome. And we see this on social media all day long, where it's like when people are authentic and genuine and they're out there doing the stuff, we love it. We want to fucking support that. We want to be like, this is fucking dope and awesome. But this right here is a great example where you can really see it in the spotlight and rally around it, have fun. What better thing in life to rally around your friends, see him punch somebody in the face, get in the pit, blood flying everywhere, seeing them training, being a badass, looking sexy as fuck. Like,
yeah.
Does it get any better?
No.
Probably not.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Do you think does somebody need to take on like the IFC like the bad boy role and just like go around like just like sucker punch people at the events and be like, who was that? And be like, oh dude, it's the whatever his name is.
The Night Stalker, yeah, or whatever.
Whatever it ends up being. Because like we should take applications for that, and I'll probably submit one or two or three or four. Probably just.
All I know is I lost my voice when I was cheering during your fight. I won't say if I was cheering for or against you, JChains, but I lost my voice and I was screaming so loud that I feel like George St. Pierre was angry at me. He's like, dude, could you just quiet down?
Can you stop yelling in my ear? You fur coat
I was
wearing,
literally like
cake
2 feet
eating
from his ear.
You're probably spitting frosting.
It just shows you that, like, the most maybe respected fighter of all time. I have zero respect for them. I only have respect for myself. That's just a lesson to learn.
Thank you. And what's good? What I can bank on is that will be a memorable fight for GSP for the rest of his life. He'll be like, God, do you remember when that fucking idiot just kept yelling in my ear during that influencer
who's that
fight?
Fucking guy in a weird fur coat just yelling and screaming? What the fuck's his problem?
Yeah, I'd be like,
Wait, speaking about yelling and screaming, you know who I really miss?
Who?
Grady.
Yeah, what happened?
Grady.
Why isn't he doing like all
I
the
messaged
screaming?
him.
Oh baby.
Yeah, he hasn't been out recently. I know he's probably just hustling and got his doing his thing. But man, I miss that guy. He brought a lot of energy and was a good time out there.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you this.
Persona.
I'll tell you this, guys. I'm like a pretty good friend of Grady's, and I think he's just concentrating on his personal life right now and doing in real life stuff a lot because he's got a family and everything and all this stuff. And like with Grady, he's so passionate about everything he's doing and he gets so revved up that it creates a lot of like all of us, it's a challenge to deal with, right? And so I feel like just from knowing his personality and knowing him for like 3 or 4 years now, and talking to him a lot, like we talk on the phone all the time, that's just what I feel like he's just putting his energy somewhere else to like, get his life to where he needs it to be, which is probably, and everyone's different what they have to do that.
Yeah. Oh, dude, we all need balance for sure. Sometimes that's 100% what we need to do, especially in this Web3 crypto world where it doesn't stop, man. Sometimes you just got to step away.
I do it by getting sugar overdoses on cake.
I know you do. You got that diabetes. You got the diabetes.
I got pro diabetes +2.
Dabitola. What's up, buddy?
I thought you said Dabita. I thought you said Dabitus.
Dabita.
Well, Nicky Rod, wherever the Brazilian jiu-jitsu fighter, he had that whole feud with Gordon, and then they were claiming each other does steroids. He tested himself to prove he didn't do steroids. He found out that he was like pre-diabetic and had insanely high cholesterol, and he's like potentially the number one Brazilian jiu-jitsu grappler in the world. And you know what I mean? Like my point is like you just never know what life's gonna throw at you. You know what I'm saying? He's just like, what?
Yeah.
He's like, I guess I gotta eat vegetables now.
Dabatola, yeah. I love vegetables. That wouldn't be a bad thing for me. I know some people that don't like vegetables though. But Dabatola, or you had, I don't know if the schedule for next year is out yet, or if that we can start talking about that anytime soon. But I'm feeling like, oh, and I see and I just noticed in here, Harley, you can come up here if you want to talk too. So it's been the rumors are swirling, and not rumors, maybe I'll start them, is that Harley and I should fight. Harley, I wish that you would have gotten your fight against Grimace just at the previous event. That was unfortunate that got missed, but I definitely want to see you fight, man. I would be interested in going against you. You'd be a worthy opponent.
As far as scheduling, we got Singapore, and then Salt Lake City in October, and then December, it's looking like early December, Abu Dhabi, and then Q1 of next year, which I believe it's going to be February. There's rumors going around of where it might be. I don't think it's confirmed or anything of the sort. You know, I'm sure you've seen the schedule before. A lot of these things change, but I heard Hong Kong. So that was, yeah. So I don't know how, that's just was floated around. That'd be pretty cool. I think November they're doing a KC in Shanghai. I believe that's on the schedule. It's
the Shanghai. Yeah.
Yeah. So and then after that, I'm not sure. My guess, just to be honest, just based off of how this past year's been, I would think that everyone wants to go back to the Bitcoin conference, to Consensus, to Token. So if that's the case, then I'm thinking that's what, like Toronto, Vegas, and Dubai.
Yeah, dude.
Probably next year as well.
Hell yeah.
That's what I'm guessing.
Hell yeah. I am hopeful at some point you guys go to Australia, and I don't give a shit what PETA says. I want to fight a kangaroo. I don't care what PETA says. I'm doing it.
Australia's on my bucket list of somewhere I have to go. So I'm with you on that one. There's Australia. I'll do whatever to go work at.
Yeah, dude, that would be a fun one. Let's see, where else would be fun to do one of these things? They did a fight. One of the first ones. It was on top of that building in Dubai, wasn't it? If I'm not mistaken, didn't they fight on top of the building?
They just did some because
they did some marketing there.
Okay. Yeah, you're confused because Prez was on top of the frame and he was like grappling dudes and like pretending he was going to throw them off.
That's right. That
was during the press conference.
That's right.
Yeah, they were fighting and but he decided the last second it's not worth it to just throw human life away.
That's smart. Really smart. Harley, what's up, dude?
It's probably smart.
What's up?
How are you, man? How you feeling?
Just training. Pretty good. Yeah, training, getting ready for IFC 5.
So who do you know who you're fighting?
I do know who I'm fighting. I'm not sure if I can announce that yet because it hasn't been announced, but we both signed a contract. So it's locked in.
Let's fucking go, dude. I'm super excited. Which location is 5? Is that permissionless?
Yeah, that's permissionless. That's Salt Lake City, Utah.
Okay, hell yeah. All right. I know I got to be at a wedding in early October in New York, but when is it? It's the 18th or the 19th? Or the 12th?
11th. You got to be there, JChains. You got to be there.
I'm going to make it happen. I'll make it happen. I'm going to make it happen. There's no way I'm going to miss it. I'm not going to miss your guys' fight.
Especially with Postmaster being on the card as well. I see him up here too.
Who else is on that card?
Doodle Janix.
Oh, really?
I didn't know that. That's going to be an interesting one. Do you know who he's going up against?
Well, I don't want to say, but these guys gave away a teaser. They gave away a huge teaser today. So
I'm pretty sure tomorrow during we're doing IFC Spaces at 5 p.m. Central. So everybody come through. But we're going to make I think we're going to make some announcements on a handful of fights coming up. So
do you have?
It should be pretty interesting.
Do you have that scheduled already? That space?
It's at permissionless.
No.
Oh yeah, the space. Sorry,
the space for tomorrow, the IFC one.
Yeah, we've been doing them 5 Central Thursdays. Do you have you stream in the same time?
At 4. Yeah, what I was going to say was if you've got the link for it, you can post it up into the nest so everybody can set their reminders.
Appreciate it. Will do.
Yeah.
You want to know what I love about IFC, JChains, is that like 99.9% of people in crypto Twitter I want to see get punched in the face.
Yeah. Well, I mean, listen, like you have to think like the coolest thing about the whole thing about what we've got this ability with IFC is that, okay, like for real, like there are people who, and I will just use me as an example. Okay, let's just use me as the example here. There are people who work and train their entire life in the world of MMA, fighting, Muay Thai, boxing, jiu-jitsu, all that shit, to hope for an opportunity to fight in front of a crowd at some point, right? To hope for it. I, with 4 weeks training, got to fight a professionally. I was paid by the organization. I was paid by sponsors. I'm a professional, registered MMA fighter in the United States right now. So I got to do that. I got to fight in front of Joe Rogan. I got to fight in front of a jillion other celebrities. I got to fight in front of thousands of other crypto people. Like, do you like the opportunity that this presents alone for like the IFC for people like me? Ain't nothing like this anywhere you go. Nothing. It is one of the coolest experiences, and so I appreciate what that this was even an opportunity, and I'm looking forward to getting there again because I made some mistakes when I was in the pit, and it cost me my fight, and I hopefully Harley, if you're my next opponent, I won't make those mistakes again. Sorry to say that to you. Hopefully you're not my next one. You'll be the one after that because the next guy that I go against, I'm gonna fucking break his neck. Not really, but a little extreme.
Gotta get that cardio in, my boy.
I know the fan bike.
Let's go.
Fan bike. I am like, that's it. Like I'll be like,
bro, you had like a 10-8 round that first round, man, and Bucky, you just needed to come out with that same energy round number 2. Gotta get those hill sprints in. Gotta get yourself a fan bike, man. The fan bike is literally like one of the fastest ways to get in fucking great shape. Like if I need to lose weight, I'm like, oh, let's go put on a bunch of clothing and get on the fan bike.
Get that sauna
turn up
suit.
the heat a little bit. I don't like sauna suits. I like fucking just putting like a bunch of cloth, just turning up the heat on myself a little bit. I fucking hate sauna suits. The feeling
of it.
Is
the fan bike better than like a regular stationary bike?
100%. Because you can go from you go from your arms, then your legs, then your arms, then your legs, and you can go harder. It definitely gets it's definitely a higher met exercise than just a regular bike for sure.
I used to do all this stuff in CrossFit until it busted my back. But anyways, I'm gonna do it again.
I also like the rower too. A rower is really good to like pre-fight, kind of getting in good shape, doing 5 minutes on a hard setting on the rower, like that burns you right out too. So
yeah, I've been doing a lot of rows lately. It's definitely going to help, especially with us going to Salt Lake City with the elevation.
Yeah, that's something you got to think. What's the elevation in Singapore, actually? It's like right there on the water.
0.
Yeah, it's like right there on the water.
0, yeah. 0. But yeah, we're 1,300 meters in the States, which is like 4,500 feet in elevation in Salt Lake City. So it's not like Mexico City or Denver, but it's still up there.
So what do you like? So what would you do specifically to start doing a little altitude training? Just restrict your breathing.
I'm running up hills right now. Like that's like my biggest fucking. Like I got a big hill to climb in my opponent, so I'm like, all right, I gotta start doing some hill sprints. So I actually live in like a big valley. The city of Woodstock is a giant valley, so I start kind of in the downtown core and run myself up a 1,000-foot. 4 kilometer, 5 kilometer, which is like a couple miles straight up fucking hill. Like it's a tough hill. So I've just been like sprinting up. It's like 6 sets of hills and then kind of like a good, like, I don't know, half-kilometer jog to the next hill and then fucking sprint up that hill. And so that's been getting me in great shape. I've been feeling better and better as I get to the gym, but also just being at the gym, man, like going to Crew of Lynn's classes. There's no walk in the park. He pushes you hard and, that's it. Just showing up to those Muay Thai classes and skipping and sparring and hitting pads and showing up to those classes are the number one. But I'm getting a little bit older now, so I can't do classes every single fucking night. My bones just aren't going to allow me to do that. And so I decided, okay, every other night is gym night, and every other night is going to be track or running up these fucking hills. So
nice, man.
Yeah,
just keep pushing, just getting yourself ready, man. Looking forward to seeing you out there in October. It's going to be awesome.
I saw you posted a picture of you when you ran up the hill. You posted a picture too.
It's quite the hill, eh? Yeah, I start really, like, you can actually see where I start in the bottom of that hill. It's basically at that little water tower, and I fucking run up her.
So
but the air doesn't get thin or anything like that, but it's a treacherous hill to get up for sure.
That's awesome. Well, good, man. I'm super excited for you. I know you're working your ass off. This is gonna be a fun one. Great card. Looking forward to seeing you fight also Harley. That's gonna be boom. And I hope you guys both take home the dubs. Let's go.
Fuck yeah, man.
That's the plan.
Keith, I want to talk a little bit about Breath Gold as well before we get out of here, because I know that's something that's big to you. I assume with a lot of the stuff that we were talking about earlier in the show, like that you're doing moving forward. At the Bitcoin Nashville karate combat fight, you guys had like your whale club out there. That was a CTO. This is I Am a Crypto Guy. This is a crypto show. We've barely talked about any crypto, so let's make sure we talk about some Breath Gold before we get on out of here.
Yeah, we got some partnerships coming up. So my friend in LA, he has 2 running weed facilities. So we're gonna have Breath Gold raw, and in his facilities, plus Breath Gold is gonna be an actual like white label weed strain that we're gonna do. So it's gonna be legal cannabis. So we're just kind of getting some things approved for that. We just started that last week. We have a Breath Gold raw, or not raw, Breath Gold Java. So we have coffee now as well. Nice. We just started with that. So yeah, we're literally building some businesses on this CTO. I feel like no one's doing this kind of stuff with the CTO, especially. And we're staying strong as a community. We have the most holders right now, and the most Breath Gold millionaires, and people are staying active with the memes, and it's just good, man. Everything is going well. I mean, we're on a dip right now, but we're still holding pretty strong. I mean, everyone's
the whole market's on a huge dip.
Yeah.
How are they embracing the like the fight culture and kind of that whole scene?
Yeah, so that's our kind of one of our whole things. Like, we're a long-term community token, and kind of the fights and going to the fights, and we're trying to get some UFC stuff set up in the future where we can get really discounted or maybe some free UFC tickets to some of our Breath Gold millionaires and some of our top holders and top supporters. So we're kind of working that in it. We definitely have a lot of fighters. Postmaster is a big part of Breath Gold. Like, pretty much a lot of people that are up here. Ellie got it in the beginning. So did Paisan, and they've just been kind of supporting me, and we've been having a lot of fun with it. They saw me staying up like 2 weeks straight with no sleep. They saw me just like going crazy, and they're like, holy shit.
So, he lost like 20 pounds. He didn't eat.
That's the pre-training is you just you CTO a coin. You stress the shit out of yourself, so you're up all the time. You don't eat. You lose the weight, and then you're like, all right, I dropped the weight. Now let's put some muscle back on, and so we can beat the shit out of this guy. That's a good plan.
Yeah, but I'm gonna psyop all of CFN. I love CFN, but I'm gonna psyop them completely and just always talk about Breath Gold. If they ask me any questions about my opponent, I'm just gonna backtrack and be like, anyways, like, this guy, who cares? Breath Gold. I'm gonna start saying some good comebacks with that, and I'll have it planned a little bit. But I think it's a lot about marketing with these fights. You just kind of go back to the fights with the crypto all being mixed, because crypto is like our shit, But as fighters too, we need to market ourselves with the crypto. It all has to be kind of intertwined and make it fun, make it entertaining, make it, JChains did an amazing job before his fight with all the hype, yelling on the stage. I mean, the next fight card, it was stale. It was a little flat, the IFC. I'm not going to lie, because they didn't have somebody like JChains out there, like, getting people hyped, and you need that. I'm not going to say I'm going to do that completely, but I want to be a little more, entertaining, a little more, quick on the mic with certain things with the marketing, and talk about Breath Gold, talk about Solana.
Absolutely. I mean, it's we're in the attention economy. When no matter what you do, no matter how you slice it, we're in crypto. We host shows where we're in front of people. We're in the attention economy, and so anytime you get a chance to get your brand out in front of people or your personality, I mean, that's the whole point of it. That's that's what we do. And so, that'll be exciting. Now, I assume, because I will say, I did get an opportunity in Nashville to try some of those Brett Gold gummies. Those were delicious and effective. I assume that the Singaporean rules are going to prohibit that at this next event.
Like, we don't even know what's going to happen. Who knows how it's going to get over there? But yeah, Singapore. We just won't say anything. This recorded space is crazy.
No,
but
no one's listening.
He's been practicing that.
Yeah. I was pet press trained on this. So yeah. Anyways, we love Singapore. I'm not gonna bring anything in there. I'm not even gonna mess around. Wink, wink. Anyways, I'm out.
I freaking love you guys. Anybody got anything else? This was fun, man. I appreciate you guys doing this. I'd like to do this kind of stuff more often. I do actually want to start doing more of these themed, whether it's fight and crypto, boxing, combat sports, whatever, just more shows like this specifically. And you guys are everybody that showed up today, especially if you came up onto the stage, and most specifically Keith, Ellie, Paisan, Harley, Postmaster, Action, here we go.
Not me.
No, definitely not Doug. You are you're always welcome, Doug. I should have clarified it. I should have been let everybody know. I do love Doug. I give Doug a hug. Doug and I have we're frenemies, right? Doug is team cake. I'm team pizza.
He's lying. We're enemies for life. He's team pizza.
That's like the dream smorgasbord, though. You bring the fucking pizza, you bring the cake.
No,
party.
Tacos and
Party.
cake.
They don't mix, dude. They don't mix. Pizza and cake does not mix. I'm sorry.
It's mortal enemies. One of us must die for anyone to
I'm
win.
pretty sure pizza is a cake.
Don't even. No,
that is not true.
That
it's a pie.
You can't even. Thank you. At least we'll agree on that. And a pie is not.
See, me and JChains are enemies, but we can agree on things.
No, I'm a pizza guy. We know this.
God damn it.
No, this cake business. None of this cake business. It's all pizza.
I'm gonna have to now poison Paisan's pizza.
Now I got to make sure. I want to get through a little house cleaning here because it's very relevant. So I do have a show Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern. It's called Web3 Breakfast, and pizza is very important to me. And so Fridays, usually at the end of the show on Fridays, we go through and do our pizza orders. So if anybody is inclined, you're more than welcome to show up at any time to any show that I'm ever doing. But that 9 a.m. show, make sure that you tune in at the very minimum on Friday so you can get your pizza order in. Because at one of these days, when I make enough money, I will actually follow through and send everybody their order by a local pizza courier. But until then,
I actually send people cake. I send it for real. I just sent YP cake for his birthday.
I mean, Doug, I do this. I've sent pizza to people for real as well, but not like an entire speaker panel every week. Come on.
Why not?
Because it's not the bull run. And maybe if I was a Brett Gold millionaire, then I could afford more pizza. I don't know. We'll see. All right.
JChains, you don't have any Brett Gold?
I think I got. Right well, I will talk. I think I got a little. We'll figure it out.
Let the public decide what they believe and what they don't believe.
But I want to be. I definitely want to be Team Brett Gold for sure. So we'll chat about all this kind of stuff. Saturday, really quick before we do get out of here. Saturday, I've got we're running a shill space. So instead of Web3 breakfast, it's a Web3 brunch. It's 9 a.m. Eastern. So if any projects that you guys know of that want to be a part of it, have them reach out to me. We'll get them on there. Keith, if you guys want to have Brett Gold on there, just let me know. If you guys are, it's early.
I love that.
Early on a Saturday. I get it, but you never know.
I get up early. Let's do it.
All right.
One of us will be there.
I love that. I love that about all of us. Is that at least one of us will be there? It could just be me. You never know. All right, y'all. You're dismissed. Have a great rest of your day. Do something great.
What?
Love you. Bye.
What? Come on. That's not how you do this.
What's up, buddy?
Can I finish up? Here's how we do it. Y'all know JChains from all the breakfast talks, but this was lunch and it was still amazing. So make sure y'all following the speakers here on this stage because it's going to be a banger the next time y'all tune in. Breakfast, 9 a.m. Eastern. Be there. Don't miss it because this is where stuff happens. JChains, you're amazing. I appreciate every single space that you hold, especially when you're bringing in fighters and actually having real world talks beyond crypto. I appreciate y'all so much. Just remember, follow the speakers, be there for breakfast. Saturday will be brunch, but it's just going to be a banger.
Mic drop, Ashton. Thank you so much, brother. Appreciate y'all. Thank you guys so much for being here. We are out of here. We are back tomorrow morning. Have a good night. Ciao for now.